And we are back with a brand new For Pete's Sake coming up right now. And we're back. So good to be back and reunited with my good friend Peter Hug. Peter, I know you missed me.
Yes, I did, Daniela. How are you?
Great, a tad jet lagged, but tell me, what have we missed, or what have I missed these 2 weeks?
Well, basically not much. I mean, we were expecting some action from the Fed and from the Eurozone, and nothing materialized, and the metals sold off initially. And now we're in August, and it's quiet, and I think people are just worried about being short, so there's a bit of strength in the market, but it's trading in a range, and I don't expect much to happen until September.
Right, as you say, markets are quiet in August. I was over in Europe, and everything is just really shut down, Peter, so what's the impact that we're seeing?
Well, I think it's a thin market, so it's a headline market. The fundamentals are really sort of sideways here. Any news coming out of the Middle East or potentially out of Europe, or any rumors that the Fed may do something, is causing people to buy the metals. When they hear nothing, they go flat and they sell the metals. I mean, this is not a market to take a direction from. Mm-hmm. I think September is going to be an extremely active month. Okay. But for the time being, I would look at this market for any sign of weakness. It would probably be a time to accumulate metals in anticipation of higher prices in September.
Right. Well, in Europe today, we saw downbeat German manufacturing report coming out, as well. The UK also saw weak industrial production report issued today. So I guess that's to be expected until September rolls around. You say
I mean, as I mentioned last week, I think any negative news in the economy is going to create a situation of anticipation that the Fed and the Euro leaders are going to be more aggressive with their action in September. So any negative news, I think, is actually price positive for the metals down the road. And again, I would accumulate metals on any weakness here in the month of August. Okay, that's good
information, Peter. So September rolls around. Why do you think it might be much more active?
Well, I think you've got a number of issues coming up in the fall. You've got the U.S. election. Right. You've still got the U.S. economy that is, although job creation is better than expected, is still anemic. So there is an expectation that the Fed will continue to prime the pumps. The Europeans are in a serious mess, and I can't imagine them not being fiscally stimulant come September. And I think that'll be very price positive for the metals.
Okay, Peter, let's turn our attention now to silver. Do the silver bulls still have the near-term technical advantage over here?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you're looking at a situation where the governments, both in Europe and in the United States, are going to create more fiscal stimulus and try to jumpstart the economy, I think silver on a ratio basis has dropped much more than gold. Okay. And if gold can hold these levels or even sort of attempt 1,700, silver at $28 is cheap.
Okay, so is silver the better play right now, Peter?
If you believe the markets are going higher, I would buy silver over gold on a ratio basis. Between now and September, again, silver in the 26s is a steal. Up in around 28.90, 29, I'd probably take my profits. But anything in the 27s, I would look to accumulate in anticipation for higher prices in September.
So just to recap, Peter, key resistance levels you're looking at for gold and silver?
Gold, I'm looking at 1630 as resistance. If it can get through there with thin markets in August, we may see 1670. Support on gold, 1588 level. Breaks through there, we may see 1550, but I think 1580, 1630 should hold. On silver, major support at the 2650 level with resistance up at 29, so that I think would be the channel I'd be trading until September.
Fantastic, Peter. I'll see you next week.
Okay, nice to see you again, Danielle.
Thanks. And thanks for joining us for this edition of For Pete's Sake. We'll be back next week with Peter. In the meantime, you can email us at newsfeedback@kitco.com. For Kitco News, I'm Daniela Cambone.